Namaste, everybody. I'm Tamal Dodge. This is Kate. We're going to do our vinyasa practice. We're going to begin standing at the back of your mat with your legs hips width apart. Put a generous bend in your knees. Fold your body forward. Grab a hold of opposite elbows. And we'll make our transitions from here. I'm just taking these initial moments and minutes to settle in. Establishing your inhales and your exhales, the Paraka Rajaka. And just ironing out any inconsistencies, any bumps in the road. And as you find your natural rhythm, as you find this pulse of oxygen, let your mind start to wander through your whole body, noticing what's tight, what's not, how much energy you have or how little you have. Become aware of your mood. Because all these little details and subtleties are things that we are going to take into consideration and work with, work around, work through. Making this a very mindful practice. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. Out of the mouth. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, holding at the peak. Let it go. Go back to breathing through the nose. Make your breath sound like you're fogging a mirror with your mouth shut. Find the audible ujjayi. Let's switch the crossing of the arms. And let's sway your torso side to side. Just like a banyan tree or one of those weeping willow trees. And then we come to a standstill. Take your arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers, pull your arms to the sky, and then maybe straighten the legs. Do the exact same kind of interlace, but with the opposite pinky, opposite thumb on top. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, release your hands down to the ground. Inhale, glance out, climb onto your fingers or work the hands at the shins. Then exhale, fold your body forward. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, glance out, Ardha. Exhale, fold in Uttha. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Open your legs about mat's width apart, so wide. I want you to climb onto your fingertips and draw your chest forward and pause here. Get your right fingers directly underneath your heart on the floor. Now reach your left arm up to the sky. If you need to put a bend in your right leg as a safety net for your lower back, that's always a nice option. Otherwise, we're hiding the left hip to the right, getting longer through the sides of the waist, and noticing if your torso is kind of ski sloping towards the floor. If you need to pop up onto the right fingers or elevate your hand on a block or a book, that is always a nice option. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, switch. Left finger's down directly underneath the heart. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Again, you can always put a bend in the left leg. We're hiding the right hip. Take a big inhale, then exhale, hands down, legs straight. Heel toe your feet and hips width apart again. Take an inhale, glance out, but as you exhale, just fold. Put a bend in your right leg. Right hand grabs the outer left ankle. Now reach your left arm to the sky. So it's essentially the same kind of twist, except now we're catching a hold of a leg or a limb to help pivot and create a deeper twist. So it's just a natural progression or evolution. And I like to have the 4 fingers of my right hand on the pinky toe side of the ankle and the thumb of my right hand and the inner part of the ankle. Yeah. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, switch. Left hand grabs the outer right ankle, right arm grabs the ceiling, left knee bends slightly. Work to get the top arm in line with the shoulder. That way we're lining up joint over joint, and it just lets everything breathe more. Take a big inhale, then exhale, hands down, legs straight. Inhale, glance up, pull the twist out of the spine. Then exhale, walk your hands halfway out to down dog. So you're just 50% of the way there. It's like if you can remember the first down dog you ever did, probably looked like this down dog. So right now it's not about really getting the full range of Adho Mukha Svanasana, but we're going to add in a little twist. Take your right hand, hold the outer left ankle again. This one involves engaging the shoulders, getting into the upper body a bit more. You're still lengthening the hamstrings, the calf muscles. Notice if you're getting too light in the right foot, ground down through the right foot so you have an extra anchor. And switch sides. I like to wrap the right tricep back and down so that we're hollowing out that right armpit. Set the left hand down. Let's find downward facing dog, the full version. Once you're here, you can pedal your legs out a little bit, shift your weight side to side, do any fidgeting that feels appropriate. And eventually we just settle with the legs hips width apart, heels disappear behind the toes, arms are shoulder width apart, fingers point forward, the hands spread wide. The forearms lift, the upper outer arms wrap down and around, the belly goes in, the hips move back, the thigh bones move back. And then on an inhale, drift to plank, top of a push-up. Shoulders are over the wrists. Let your index fingers kind of glide or inch forward. So the inner palm is rooted down. That's the part that's prone to kind of popping up or bubbling up. The forearms are going to slightly internally rotate while the upper part of your arm wraps back. It externally rotates. And that's going to keep your arms in more neutral. The front ribs frame in, the belly knits in, the tailbone scoops towards the inner thighs, and that's going to naturally hook the frontal hip points and lifts them up, and that's going to help elevate the low belly, engages the core muscles. Notice if you're rounding in your upper back, draw the sternum forward and widen that space between the scapulas. Press the thigh bones into the hamstrings. A couple more breaths. You can always do this from your knees. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Let's drift to plank, top of a push-up. Lift your right foot up. Here comes another twist, right knee to left elbow. Pause. Press down to lift the knee a little higher. This is not such an easy twist like the other ones were. Engaging the core muscles, stimulating the pectoralis muscles, the upper body. Stay in plank, set the right foot next to left. Lift the left foot up. Left knee under and across to the right elbow. Press down to lift up. Or as JJ likes to say, root to rise. Stay in plank, set the left foot to right, downward facing dog. Let's run through some basic vinyasas just to stretch it all out. On an inhale, drift to plank pose. As you exhale, lean out lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do two more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more, just breath cues. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Perfect. So let's lift your right leg up. Lunge the right foot between your hands. Drop the left knee to the floor. Release your left toes and take a moment just to scoot that left leg further back. Now we can stretch the front of the left thigh, the quad. The left hand stays down, the right arm reaches to the sky. Then we turn the right hand down, reach over the head, lengthen forward. I like to keep the right bicep hanging about 1.5 inches, 2 inches above the right cheekbone. Not so much pulling the bicep back in line with the ear because that tends to be straining the shoulder, just in line with the side of the face. Think about wrapping the right upper outer arm down. So that means the right pinky finger side of your hand angles towards the floor and the right thumb's going to angle up towards the sky like you're hitchhiking. Then you start to wash the shoulder blades down the back. Tuck the left toes, pick up the left knee, press the left thigh bone into the hamstring. So this left leg should be very straight. In this pose, if the leg is soft, can you soften it, Kate? The left hip's going to kind of collapse lower than the right. We want the hips as level as we could get them. They won't be exact. And then we're pulling back through the inner left heel. So you're finding a lot of length, a lot of space as you're driving the right calf muscle forward. A lot of twist today, guys. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Lunge the left foot forward. Drop the right knee. Release the right toes. Scoot the right leg way back. Right hand's down, left arm's up. Twist. Turn the left hand down, reach over your head again. That left bicep's hanging nice and low. Because what happens is people will keep that left bicep far away from the cheek and then it just becomes straining. It also doesn't help us get those attributes of keeping arms close together when we evolve in our years of practice to handstands and inversions. And we're going to soften the shoulders down, get long to the sides of the waist and then long to the sides of your neck. Tuck your right toes, pick up the right knee, press the right thigh bone into the hamstring. Take the skin of the left hip and draw it back. We're in it, Kate. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. Let's step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Let's hold your breath at the top. Stick out your tongue, let it go. Let's come up high on your toes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to casually run through a few of these and then we'll detour from there. Let's rise high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Got one more coming. Let's bend your knees. Look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. This one on your own. Once you finish, we'll all meet in downward facing dog, regrouping there. Perfect. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up. And as you exhale, bring the right knee under and across your body to the left elbow. Then inhale, extend it back. Again to the left elbow. Reach it back on your own. So earlier we did it kind of static and we just held one. Now you're in the repetition of the movement. Repetition of that twist, the repetition of the oblique. That's me with the leg extended back. Lunge the right foot between your hands. Drop the left knee to the floor. Again, release your left toes and just do a little scoot of that left leg back. Then reach your arms up to the sky. Let's interlace the fingers above the head, flip the palms inside out. Hug the outer arms in, pull the biceps back so they're in line again with the cheekbones. Soften the trapezius down. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, turn your chest to the right. Every inhale, get taller, and then every exhale, rotate a little bit more. You're just riding the breath to find the space. Keep your twist. Take your hands at prayer. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. The elbow should stack. And then you apply more pressure with your top hand down into the bottom, and then you'll find your thumbs closest to the heart center of the sternum. We're going to evolve the pose, just like we did earlier. Tuck your left toes, pick up the left knee, press the left thigh bone into the hamstring. Take that right hip back. That'll help steer your hips forward. Then if you want more, you can open the arms, wrap it up, kind of embellish upon it according to your mood, your intention, your body's flexibility this morning. How we felt yesterday doesn't mean we're going to feel the same way today. Our body's always adjusting, always moving according to what's going on. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, hands come down. Let's get out of there. Step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale to right elbow under and across. Then inhale, extend it back. You know how this goes. Repetition. Me with the leg extended back. Lunge the foot between the hands. Drop the right knee, release the right toe, scoot the right leg back, and then reach your arms up. So interlace your fingers together the opposite way that you did before, the awkward feeling way. Flip the palms inside out, draw the biceps back, hug in the outer arms. As your arms get straighter, the skin of your side body gets longer. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, turn your chest to the left. Ride the breath to find the space. Keep the twist. Take your hands at prayer. Hook your right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Get the elbows stacked. Tuck your right toes, pick up the right knee, press the right thigh bone into the hamstring. Again, you can open the arms or wrap it up, adjust accordingly. It's very nice and warm out here in North Carolina these days, so it's tropical class. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, hands come down. Let's step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's come up high in your toes, bend the knees, look forward, exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. This time, inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand up. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to folds. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, lunge it through. Back heel turns down. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. We step back. We lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we have another round coming before we take another detour. Try going on a road trip with me. Detour after detour. Let's come up high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. We step back. We lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Stick out your tongue, let it go. Child's pose. Lower the knees, sit on the heels, forehead to the earth. Catch your breath. No rush. Always taking time to go back to your baseline. The inhale, the exhale, the Paraka Rajaka. Let's extend your arms forward. Let's tuck your toes, lift your knees, find downward facing dog. Let's lift your right leg up. Bring the right knee under and across to the left elbow again. This time, we're going to kick the right leg out to the left, set it on the floor. Turn your left heel down. Reach your left arm up. Turn your left hand down. Reach over your head for falling triangle pose. Notice how that right hip wants to collapse. Firm the outer right hip up and in. Reach the left arm up. Left hand down. Three-legged dog. Right leg goes up and back. Lunge the right foot between your hands. Drop the left knee. Release the left toes. Scoot the left leg back. Reach to the sky. So we keep coming here. It's all like deja vu. So for this one, you're going to take your right wrist and cross it in front of the left wrist, like you're making an X. Then you'll turn your hands to face each other, so the pinkies touch, the ring, the middle, the index, the thumb, so on and so forth. Then you press your palms into each other, so you start to straighten the arms out as much as they'll go, stimulating the shoulders. Now tuck your back toes. Pick up your back knee, press the left thigh bone into the hamstring. Variation of crescent pose. So in crescent, we want a little slack in the back leg for most of us, so that we can start to draw the tail under and the frontal hip points will lift. If we straighten the back leg out completely, a lot of us will just dump into our lower back and won't have that mobility of manipulating the pelvis. Now while you're here, you'll interlace your fingers together. Then you're going to take your arms forward and then loop them in towards your heart. You'll feel a little stretch in your wrists when you do this, especially if you start to flare your elbows out a bit. And it's going to feel a little awkward, but I want you to lean forward, all the weight in the right foot lifts, warrior three. I know, what is going on? Getting all kinds of creative. Heavy in that right big toe, that's the balancing point. Softness in the right knee, so there's some buoyancy in the joint. The left leg should be as straight as can be. Kind of kickstand that left heel on the back wall. Keep what you have. We're going to untangle the arms, take them out to the sides like airplane wings. Left hand down, right arm up, twist. If you need to put your hand on a block or a book, always a nice option. The left leg's going to want to droop, so give that left leg some energy. The right arm wants to kind of drift back. You want that right arm right over the right shoulder. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, only set the right hand down. Walk your hands towards the right leg, get close. Slide the right hand to the right, slide the left hand to the left, so your arms are wide. Cup the floor with the fingers and then dip your chest, your sternum towards the right shin for standing splits. Bend your right leg a lot, step your left foot way back. Turn your back heel down. Wedge your right arm against the outer right calf. Reach your left arm to the sky. This is going to be a leg cooker right now, guys. I think you know where this is going. Turn the left hand down, reach over your head. So we're sealing or wedging the outer edge of that left foot down to the inner left arch, inner left calf, inner left thigh lifts. And you're taking this long bone here in the left leg and you're pressing it into the hamstring back. The right calf, or the outer right calf, is pressing against the inner right arm, and that's going to help carve the right sit bone under and encourages the turning of the chest. Turn the left hand down, reach overhead if you haven't done so already. And we just let everything kind of boil. And that saying, a watch pot never boils? Well, this one boiled right away. Let's come up warrior two. Ay, 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 chiu marakala mamanganganga. Straighten the front leg, relax your arms. I speak gibberish when things are intense. Let's go back to warrior two. Rebend the front knee. Let's place your right hand down in the inside of the right foot. Turn the left hand down, reach overhead. Press the right arm against the right leg, just like we did earlier, except now it's on the inside. Keep hugging the inner thighs towards each other like there was a big beach ball or Pilates ball there, and that's going to help traction out what's going on in the hips. Reach your left arm up. Drop the left arm behind the back. See if you can stuff your left fingers in your inner right hip and thigh crease. And use that as leverage to open up the front of the left shoulder, the left pectoralis muscle. And because I feel like Kate wants a little extra today, let's reach your right arm forward, palm face up. Oh my goodness, she looked at me like, no, I didn't really want that, but here we are. Right hand down, left arm up. Think reversed warrior. Inhale, come all the way up and back. Then exhale, windmill the hands down. Let's get out of there. Step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale to right elbow under and across. Kick the leg out to the right, set it on the floor. Spin the right heel down, reach the right arm up to the sky. Then turn the right hand down, reach overhead for the falling triangle pose. Reach the right arm up, right hand down, three-legged dog. Left leg goes up and back. Lunge the foot between the hands. We'll drop the back knee, release the back toes, scoot the right leg way back, and then reach to the sky. So this time you're gonna cross your right wrist in front of the left, like you're making an X. Turn your palms to face each other. Press the fingers and the palms into each other, tractioning out the shoulders. Then you tuck your back toes, you pick up the back knee, but keep some softness in the right leg so you can, again, recycle the tail under. Breathe it out. Interlace your fingers above the head, reach your arms forward, and then flip your arms in towards your heart. Lean forward, all the weight in the left foot, right foot takes off, warrior three with tangled hands. Stay heavy in the left big toe so you're not hopscotching all over the room. Micro bend in that left knee so we have some buoyancy for the joint and we're not locking them out. Extend back vigorously through the inner right heel. Take your arms like wings. Right hand down, left arm up, twisting half moon, Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Lots of little twists today. Fire up the back leg, make sure that left arm is right over the left shoulder. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, only set the left hand down. Walk your hands towards the left leg, get close. Slide the left hand to the left, slide the right hand to the right. Cup the floor with the fingers, and then dip your chest, your sternum to the left shin bone. Bend your left leg and step your right foot way back. Turn your back heel down. Wedge your left arm against the outer left calf and then reach your right arm to the sky. So we're going to duct tape the outer edge of that back foot down. Remember, duct tape fixes everything. Lift the inner right arch, inner right calf, inner right thigh. Going through the checklist of carving the left sit bone under, turning the right hand down, reaching overhead. Noticing if you're overextending, overcommitting in that right shoulder. I want you to soften the right shoulder and scapula down as the right arm gets straighter. How those legs doing, guys? Let's come up warrior two. Oh, yeah. Straighten the front leg, relax the arms for a second. Let's go back to warrior two. Place the left hand down and the inside of the left foot on the floor. Turn the right hand down, reach overhead. So we start off with more of a traditional shape. We're dragging the heels energetically towards each other. They'll never touch. They'll stay very wide apart, but it's that pulling inward that's going to plug those femur bones more into the hips. Reach the right arm up, drop the right arm behind the back. Maybe you can find the crease of the left hip and use that as a little leverage to open up your right pectoralis and the front of that right shoulder, the anterior deltoid. Because Kate loves the challenge, you can also reach your left arm forward, palm face up, letting everything cook. Left hand down if it's up, right arm up. Think reversed warrior, and on an inhale, go all the way up and back. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Let's step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through the nose, holding your breath at the peak. Stick out your tongue, let it go. Let's lift the right leg up. Lunge the right foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Climb onto your fingertips. If you need to put your hands on blocks or books at home, it's always a nice option. Straighten your front leg. Lift the front of the right foot up. So you're balancing on your right heel on the ball of your back foot. It's like a funky version of a wide-legged pyramid pose. Told you a lot of twists are going to happen today. So keep your left fingers down, reach your right arm up. So now it's like a creative way of doing a wide-legged twisting triangle pose. The wider the legs are apart, the more intense it is for the muscle fibers in the hamstrings. Take an inhale. And exhale, right hand down. Rebend your front leg. Drop your left knee to the floor. Release your left toes and take a moment to scoot the left leg further back. Now straighten your front leg by pulling your hips back so your hips stack directly over the left knee and the front of that right foot lifts. You start to dorsiflex there. We did all these bent leg stretches and things like that that warm the muscle. Now we're lengthening them with the twist. So left hand down, right arm up now. Now we're in a creative version of a twisting Ardha half Hanumanasana split. Right hand comes down, rebend your front leg. Bend your back leg so your left foot sticks up. Reach back with your right hand. Catch a hold of the foot or the ankle. Turn your chest to the sky. Find the twist. If you can't reach the foot, just reach in the general direction. You'll still get the benefits. This will feel really good in opening up that left quadricep. Just let go of the foot, reach the right arm up. Right hand comes down, tuck your back toes, pick up the back knee, find downward facing dog. So we're skipping the vinyasa. Thank goodness. Let's inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, lunge it forward. Stay on the ball of your back foot, straighten the front leg. If you need to prop your hands up on books or blocks or on your fingertips, it's always a good option. Lift the front of the left foot up so you're balancing on your left heel and the ball of your back foot. Think about the points of the thighs that are closest to your groin, the upper inner legs, and think about how you could join those together. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up. Twisting triangle. Left hand comes down, rebend your front knee, drop your right knee to the floor, release your right toes, and scoot the right leg further back. We started that practice in the very beginning. Straighten the front leg, and get the hip stacked directly over the right knee, not beyond it, not in front of it, just right over it. Dorsiflex the left foot. So you're just hanging out for a moment to let your body acclimate in the half split, the Ardha Hanumanasana. And then you keep the right hand down, the left arm reaches up. Left hand comes down, rebend your front knee, bend your back leg. Reach back with the left hand, catch the foot of the ankle, turn your chest to the sky, stretch the quad. At this point, these things should feel somewhat good. The body is warm, it's adjusted, the muscles are malleable. Release the foot, reach the left arm up, left hand down, tuck your back toes. Let's find downward facing dog. I've got amazing news. Cool down time. Let's lift the right leg up, lunge the right foot between the hands, drop the left knee, release the left toes, pigeon pose. Walk your right foot to your left hand, drop the right knee to your right hand. You can use a block, a towel, or a book underneath your right hamstring if you want for a modification. We'll be here for about a minute. Home stretch. Let's come onto your hands. Let's find downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, lunge it forward. Drop the back knee. Find your version of your pigeon pose, whether that's with props or no props. We'll settle in here for another minute. Let's come onto the hands. Tuck your back toes, pick up your back knee, find downward facing dog. Let's lower your knees to the floor. Cross one ankle over the other. Sit behind your feet, swoop your legs through to the front. Scoot a bit forward so you're not so far back. Extend your legs out in front of you. Move your glutes out of the way. Move the bottoms of your thighs out of the way. Inhale, reach your arms up. Then exhale, hinge and fold forward. Paschimottanasana. If you need the aid of a towel or a shirt looped around your feet, maybe you have a yoga strap, they'll act as extension poles for your arms. From here, you can sit up. Let's scoot forward. Let's lay on your back. Once you're on your back, bend your knees, set your feet on the floor, heels towards your butts. Plant your palms on the ground by your sides. Lift your hips. Make sure your toes are pointing forward or maybe a fraction inward, not a lot. We just don't want our feet flailing outward. Inner thighs spin down, tailbone scoops towards the front of your mat. If you want more, you can interlace your fingers underneath your back, tuck the upper arm bones underneath you, or you can take upward boat or Dhanurasana as an alternate. Take an inhale, lift a little more. Then exhale, come on down, hug the knees to the chest. Keep your knees into your chest, take your arms out to the sides like cactus arms, cross the right knee over the left. Maybe you can sneak your right foot under the left calf. You look to the right, drop both knees to the left. Eagle twist, Supta Parivrita Garudasana. Let's switch sides. Bring your knees back up into your chest, untangle the legs, hug them with the arms. Place the forehead to the knees, take a very big inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze everything, all tension, all stress into one tight little ball. And let it all go. Sprawl open, Shavasana. You've arrived. So finding whatever shape is going to make you the most content for the next 5 minutes. Whatever's going to limit how much we're fidgeting and moving, and hopefully mitigate the chatter in our mind so that we can fully rejuvenate and recharge from the inside out. Rest. Namaste, Saraswati Devam, Gurvani Pachade, Niravasesha, Sunyavadi, Vaskachare Siddhani, Jayatam Srimate Kache, Yani Devi Dasi, Babdaye Potitanam Bando Radha Krishna Para Kamala Devi Jaya Jaya Namo Namo Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Guided Hara Shri Vasudevu Bhakta Vrinda Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Giri Vardhare Yasoda Nanda Vrajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachare Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Giri Vardhare Yasoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachare. Together, take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Let it go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring movement back to the body. With your eyes still shut, let's roll over to whatever side you like. With your eyes still closed, come up to seated. Sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. We have to ask ourselves, what do we want? The thoughts will arise, oh, I want a relationship. I want a good job. I want to do something that's recognized by others in this world. I want to live in this country. I want to have this house. I want to have that car. But if we really examine what we want, it's happiness. We only want things, a relationship, a job, a house, this thing, that thing, and the other thing, in the hopes that it's going to make us happy. We all want the same exact thing. In yoga, they teach us that we will never find full satisfaction and happiness in ephemeral things, material things, short-lived. Everything in this world is fleeting. Just like you buy a pair of clothes and you're really into it, and then the pair of clothes gets a stain on it, and then that excitement and a little bit of material joy you got from it falls away. And you're looking for get a new outfit, a new pair of clothes, a new shirt. You get a car, all of a sudden you're into it, then it gets a scratch, it gets old. You want to get another car. So how do we get permanent happiness? Eternal happiness. And it sounds like a cliche, right? When it says, well, you have to look in the inside, but you really do. You have to turn your attention towards soulful happiness, rooted in meditating, reflecting, spiritual activities, and service. And then you'll find what you're looking for. Food for thought. Take a big inhale. Hold your breath. Let it go. Namaste. Thank you guys for practicing with us here on BODHI.